Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you how you can use the Google sign in your React Native CLI project without the expo. So let's test it. When you click on it, continue. Here I see my account. I'm gonna click continue, and you see I'm getting my profile picture from the Google and my username. So let's get started. First of all, let's create a new project. Google sign in. I'm gonna open it in the VS Code, and let's create a project. Create a React Native project from the scratch, and use this link. Get started without a framework. Copy this command and paste it here in the terminal. And I'm gonna name my project YT Google or simply Google sign in. So it will take some time. Install the CocoaPod, yes. So our project is created. Go to Google sign in and let's start the project. I'm gonna press I to run on iOS emulator. So our project is working fine. So now let's go to this website, React Native Google sign in CLI. Open this link, implement login with Google in React Native. Open this link, come here and copy this package and paste it here. And the next step you have to do is you have to copy this whole code and go to your app.tsx and paste it here and convert this from tsx to jsx. It will stop giving us the warnings. And what you now have to do is you have to remove this and place the web client ID and iOS client ID and Android client ID here, and we'll be good to go. So go to the Google Cloud Platform, Cloud Console, Google Cloud Platform, and create a new project here. I'm gonna create a new project here. Google sign in YT. Go to APIs and services. Make sure your project is selected here and go to consent screen. Use external, create, give app name Google sign in YT. Email, I'm gonna give my email, and at here we're gonna also add our email. And in our next step we have to add the scopes. So you have to select these first 3 scopes and update and make sure they are visible here. save and continue, and you have to add the test user so that you can test your email in the testing mode. I'm gonna add my email here as well. And make sure to add it and make sure that it is visible here, otherwise it will not work. Save and continue, and we're good to go. Back to the dashboard and go to credentials. I'm gonna create a credential, Google OAuth client ID, application type. Let's create first for the web application, Google sign in, and I'm gonna copy this client ID and paste it here, web client ID, and make sure it is in the string, and create another credential, this time for the iOS bundle ID, and name of our project Google sign in YT. For bundle ID you have to go to the Android app Gradle build Gradle. Actually it's this one, build.gradle, inside the app folder, and it will be here, com Google sign in. Copy it and paste it here, and you're good to go. Create it. So our client ID for iOS is created as well. Copy it and paste it here in this iOS client ID. Make sure this is in the string, and the next step we'll have to do is we have to create a credential for Android. Application name Google sign in YT, and package name we have to use the same package name. Have to copy this and we have to paste it here, and the next step is very important for Android. This SHA1 certificate, you have to create it from your terminal, and I'm gonna show you how. You have to copy this command I'm gonna provide in the description, and you have to go to this the Android folder and paste this command, and for the password you simply have to write Android, and I repeat, for the password you simply have to write Android, and it will give you the SHA1 key here. Mine is here, so copy it. I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it here, but the thing is, when I am going to create it will not work because I'm already using this SHA1 key in another project, so I cannot use it again. So if I create, it will give me error, but in your case, if you're using it for the first time, it will not give you the error. So I'm creating, so you see the fingerprint is already in use. So but in your case you will be good to go, and it will give you the client ID. Just copy that client ID and paste it over here. I don't have it, so I'm not gonna paste it anything, so I'm gonna leave it empty. So the next step I'm gonna create a hook for the user, constant user set user use it, and I'm gonna set it empty string. And this is for the backend part. You don't need it right now, but for the backend you will definitely need it. But for now I'm gonna comment it. So I'm gonna here I'm gonna console log the user, and I'm gonna set user to user, and I'm gonna use here the image source URI user dot photo, and I'm gonna give it some style, height. I'm gonna give it height of 50 and width of 50, and I'm gonna give it a resize mode cover, and at here I'm gonna add a text, and at here I'm gonna use the username. Simply have to type the name, and it will be at the top of here, so I'm gonna give it a margin from the top. So at here style, I'm gonna give margin equal to 100. Like this, I have to gradle dot clean, and I have to go back, and now I have to go to iOS folder, and at here I'm gonna pod install. So I'm gonna go back to the main directory, and I'm gonna start the project. Somehow our text is not imported. At here, make sure you use this inside the text. Text sign in with Google. You see, sign in with Google, and if I continue and if I click on it, it will close up my application. You see, and this is because one small problem, and we are gonna fix it now. So what we have to do is, I'm gonna give you this code. What you'll have to do is, you have to go to this iOS, this Google, sign in your project name, and go to info.plist. Open this file, and I'm gonna provide you this code. Copy it and paste it right here at the top, and go back to your app.js, and from the client ID copy this part, only this part, copy it and paste it wherever you see this ID. You have to paste it in these three places. I'm gonna paste it. It will look like this now. So I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna stop my Gradle, and I'm gonna go to iOS folder, and I'm gonna pod install. And go to main directory, and just to make sure I'm gonna use this command as well, npx pod install ios. So let's go to Android folder as well, and here Gradle clean. Actually it's GRADLEW clean. So let's go back to our main directory and start our project. We'll press I for iOS. And you see we are now good to go. Now our link is opening, and if we continue, our account is showing continue, and you see we get our profile and username, and in the console we will see all the other data as well. So that's it. We have finally implemented the Google sign-in a React Native app.